You know, they're selling y'all wolf tickets, people. You're eating them right up.
Hey, pussy, are you still there?
I back. Trust me, I back.
But I'm not impressed by your performance.
You'll do nothing. You'll do nothing. Shut your fucking mouth, you'll do nothing. You'll do fucking nothing. Not one of you'll do nothing.
I'll tell you what, bro. You know, I was out there, I was fighting all the hitters, bro. You ain't fought no hitters.
Come on, guys. It's normal.
I'm not saying I would fight you. I would kill you.
John, do you think I'm just gonna sit there and let you kill me, John? I mean, really?
No, don't be scared, homie.
I'd like to take this chance to apologize to absolutely nobody. The double champ does what the fuck he wants.
I'm gonna beat you into the living death. I mean, maybe that's your job, but where I come from, you know, people like that get slapped.
That's fucking illegal.
Nick Diaz, you just shook up the world. How's that feel?
Hey, I'm not surprised, motherfuckers.
Yeah, this is a simulated death match. And you haven't simulated anybody's death yet.
I said it last year. We're not here just to take part. We're here to take over.
What is the game plan going in against him?
The game plan is you go in there, hit him with some good shit, don't get hit, and come home with a pocket full of cash.
Who the fuck is that guy?
Everybody's on steroids. The whole UFC, everybody.
I'm gonna go home tonight. I'm gonna drink a Coors Light. That's a Coors Light because Bud Light won't pay me nothing.
Do you want to be a fighter? That is my question.
Any of you radio personalities think you want smoke?
Yes. Mixed Combat Radio, another live Fight Chat edition. It's been how many shows today? We did immediate reactions for Joanna Jacek beating Tisha Torres. We did one for Jose Aldo knocking out Jeremy Stevens due to a body shot, and obviously a live fight chat for Eddie Alvarez versus Dustin Poirier 2. Dustin Poirier beating Eddie Alvarez via second round KO or TKO. And then obviously we did one for Dylan White versus Joseph Parker. Man, smash that like button. Smash it. Share the show. Subscribe. We've been working in overtime. Or actually, I've been working overtime because Santiago is actually at the fights in the Staples Center right now with Mikey Garcia and obviously Robert Easter Jr. So, and hopefully he's going to get some interviews for us, him and from Goli. They do have, some very well-known fighters walking around. So, hopefully we can get some exclusive content for you sometime tonight. So maybe look out for that. But to digress, obviously you are here, live fight chat edition of Mike Garcia versus Robert Easter Jr. Immediate reaction, obviously right here on the same stream. Definitely going to be a fantastic fight in my opinion. The fight has yet to start. Both men are in the ring. And briefly, I do want to say and sort of reiterate sort of my breakdown of it on Wednesday. But Monty's saying, which fight is on now, Matt? It is Robert Easter and Mike Garcia on right now, right this second. Golden 79, and I thought auto fight was early stoppage. I get what you're saying. I'll definitely delve on into that come Monday for our review show. But to digress, obviously, to Garcia versus Easter, I think a lot of pundits are counting out Easter in terms of, how easy Mikey will have it. I don't think Mikey's going to have a easy fight here at all. And also, I will say that the odds definitely do not reflect how close of a fight this is. But Mikey is the deserved favorite. Mikey should win this fight. In theory, Mikey just has to do what he always does to win this fight, while Robert Easter has to fight completely atypical and a character of what he usually is. So to bet on that is a little bit more far-fetched than betting on, well, this fighter just has to do what he always does. Pump the jab out there, look for counters, 1-2s, 1-2-3s consistently. But mine is saying, who won the other fights? Oh my God, does Canada not get these fights? I'm sorry, Bamani. I deeply apologize for you. I keep forgetting you're in Canada. Oh, man. R.I.P. Canadian boxing television rights. Mario Barros won via corner stoppage. I want to say late, like 8th round. And obviously, Luis Ortiz knocked out Cajoni or whatever his fucking name is by second round. Brutal knockout. Cajoni tried to get up, but he was just too wobbly. He was all over the place. Good stoppage there. But brutal right hook, left straight down the pipe from Luis Ortiz, knocked him out. And obviously we're here in the main event as they're still talking. Come on, Jimmy Lennon. Come on. We want to fight. It could be an early night for fight fans. Think about it. No more UFC tonight. UK already had their event. This is it. This is the last fight. It's 8:45 in the West Coast. That means it's before midnight on the East Coast. Man, we're rocking and rolling over here. How rare is it that we can maybe get off before 1 a.m. on the East Coast or 10 p.m. or 11 p.m. on the West Coast? Man, that'd be awesome. But Mikey Garcia, I think it's interesting to note that he did have a live band in his locker room throughout the entire warm-up before this fight, obviously before he walked out. I don't know if that's like overconfidence or just boss status, but whatever it is, salute to Mikey, man. He's definitely feeling himself recently. He definitely feels like I want smoke. He wants that smoke. I mean, he's thinking about going up and fighting Earl Spence. I think he is, relatively speaking, looking past Robert Easter. I think he just too fundamentally sound to actually lose to Robert Easter. But hell, man, we could have a fantastic fight on the inside. Mikey is not the greatest inside fighter. If this is a mid-range to long-range fight, he should win. But if it's fought on the inside continuously, maybe Easter, who actually does some good work on the inside, can just make it into a dogfight. And then maybe Mikey loses that. Again, working in maybes and hypotheticals here for Robert Easter Jr. There's a reason why Mikey is the deserved favorite. But quickly, shout out to everyone in the chat. Elkin, Plaster, God, Daniel Simpson, Eric Rosas, Duke City, Bomani, who else? Gibb, Kyle, CryptoWare. What's up, everyone? Hope everyone's having a great night of fights right now, because it's been a good night from fucking Carlos Takam to this. I mean, we've had a good run of fights here tonight, so get hyped. Round is literally starting as I'm talking. Maybe not. I assumed it would. Come on, Jack Reese, let's go. Here we go. Round 1 starting. Robert Easter taking the center of the ring, popping out a few jabs. I like this. Popping out right hand. Active Robert Easter already. Throwing a jab to the body. Another jab, another jab. There we go. Robert Easter maybe having the game plan from Kevin Cunningham, switching camps, new trainer. A lot of jabs so far from him. Keeping Mikey at range. That height and that reach advantage, obviously, for Robert Easter should play a factor here if he can use it. We've just never seen him use it properly. Is this the fight where all of a sudden it clicks? Potentially. Good 1-2 there from Robert Easter. Mikey not really throwing anything at all at this point. Just stuck on the outside right now with that jab from Easter. Good right hand to the body there from Easter. Man, a lot of good jabs right here from Easter. This is exactly what he should be doing. Everyone picking Easter, you guys should be feeling good about yourself right now. You guys should. This is how he should have come out, and he is working a game plan right now. I'm not going to mention that that comment in the chat, Plaster, but I appreciate it, man. Salute. Easter working that outside game perfectly right now. Mikey really hasn't even thrown a... Oh, there you go. Threw a jab right there. It landed. Maybe Mikey needs to be a little more aggressive right now. But then again, that reach advantage from Easter, you have to get used to that. You do. But I'm not saying thank the boxing guys for the live chat. Yeah, Mitty, I believe, is also in Aruba right now, and he's not able to watch the fight, so he's listening in. Shout out to Mitty. I know you are. Just not in the chat. Yeah. That's for you, Mitty. Just listening, not hanging out in the chat with everyone. Antisocial person. About a minute left in the round. Mikey not having a good time trying to get around this jab. Struggling to find his range. Ooh, good left hook counter there from Easter. 1-2 from Mikey, misses. Too far on the outside. Good right hand in the body there from Easter. Easter's boxing a perfect fight here in the first round. Can he keep this up for 12 rounds? Or just enough rounds to potentially win a decision? Only got to win 7. Coach Mitty finally in the chat. Yo, thanks for the shout out. Yeah, you better be in the chat. School some of these youngins here. Mitty, tell them what's happening. No, you can't. You're not watching it. That's right. My bad. 20 20 seconds left in the round. 1-2 again from Mikey. It falls a little bit short. Hit the chest of Easter. Good jab there from Mikey. Actually landed. Left hook from Easter. A few more seconds left in the round. Again, easy 10-9 round for Robert Easter. It's all about if he can keep this up. One thing I will notice in the last few seconds, or last like 30 seconds, Mikey changing the real estate of the fight. Instead of them really circling in the center of the ring, Mikey started being a little more aggressive with his body language and just his overall pressure of footwork and pushing Easter a little bit closer to the ropes. I don't know if that's indicative of what's about to come, but it's something to, I think, at least make note of. Christopher saying, what's up, Matt? Hell of a day of boxing. Looking forward to this one. Definitely. Pittsburgh Brew, I'm sorry I didn't see you in the chat, man. Pittsburgh Brew, salute, my brother. How you doing? How are the bets going, huh? What were the odds here for this fight? What were the betting parlays you made for this? Kevin Cunningham, obviously, I think, doing a decent job just from what we've seen so far, and sort of forget about it. Basically implementing a game plan in Rob Easter, yelling at Rob Easter in the corner. I like that a lot. He's definitely a person that is aggressive in the corner. He is not calm, and he gives you really direct things to do, direct tactics to utilize in the ring. One of the better trainers, I think, in boxing. That's a little bit underrated. I spent a little bit of time with him in his gym. Second round, I started 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Good right hand of the body there from Easter. Another good right hand of the body. That's been there almost all night, that body work. Dukes, and I give the first to Easter. Yeah, I think there's no way to give that first to Mikey. Mikey literally landed 0 punches other than maybe a couple jabs. Maybe. Double jab from Easter. Again, Mikey being a little more aggressive with the footwork, pushing Easter a little bit closer to the ropes. Again, Easter not the greatest guy when he doesn't have a lot of room to back up. Pittsburgh Brew saying, killing it. I was on White Chizor and Ito, and I have money on Mikey by UD and Inside the Distance. All good props. And Ito actually won. I didn't see the final scorecard for that, and I actually didn't watch it. I'm going to watch that one later. Damn, that's an upset right there a little bit. Good right hand in the body after 2 double jabs, setting it up. Easter doing a phenomenal job of setting up shots, working behind that jab, keeping this an outside fight, actually utilizing his reach and his height. For everyone that complain about him, saying that he's a little bit overrated, etc., I think you guys were underrating him at this point. I think that's a little bit obvious right now. And Mikey really being a guy that is a little bit basic, a little bit minimalist in style. His entire punch selection is a jab, a right straight, and a left hook. And he just mixes it up in terms of which punches go in which combination, and also whether it's to the body and the head. That's basically all Mikey does. So when you have a tall, rangy fighter with some speed on you, that's actually mixing it up, timing you, and you really don't have a diverse toolbox to fall back on, it's hard. You're going to have to just sort of be aggressive, which he is doing right now. Mikey pressing Robert Easter against the ropes, landing a few shots to the body, like Madonna style-esque. And I think that's sort of what he needs to do right now, because he's not winning the boxing game right now. Robert Easter's actually using a game plan and sticking behind a jab, which I don't think he believed that could happen or would happen. So now he has to switch it up. Mikey is the one that has to adapt right now after the second round. I think is another obvious Robert Easter round. About 10 seconds left in the round. Good 1-2 there from Mikey. Good left hook there from Easter. Another good jab to reestablish the distance. Easter, though, again, giving up real estate in the ring, allowing himself to get a little bit too close to the ropes. Round is over. Easy 10-9 in my opinion. Pittsburgh Brew saying I got smoked in the UFC, though. Oh, damn, Brew. I picked everyone right in the UFC. I picked Joanna. I picked Aldo, and I picked, obviously, fucking Poirier, man. Come on. Brew. You gotta be listening to those Wednesday shows, bro. Gotta listen to those Wednesday shows for all your fucking fight picks and betting odds and all that shit. You know me. I got you. Showing Abner Mars, Richard Schaefer in the crowd. Let me know in the chat who you guys think won that round. You got if you're in Mikey's corner, you gotta be telling him, look, go to the body, which looks like what he's telling him right now. You gotta start throwing in combination. You gotta start being a little bit more aggressive. You can't just sit on the outside and eat these shots. You're losing rounds. Round 3 about to start. Is this a coming out performance for Robert Easter? Potentially. Ooh, good right hand of the body. Easter coming out aggressive, taking the center of the ring. That's good. Be the aggressor. Pump out that jab. Because I don't think Mikey is the best fighter on the back foot. I just do not believe it. I think he's a guy that needs to get his jab going, that needs to get that offensive momentum moving in his direction. Otherwise, he doesn't really have rhythm in there. But Monty saying I may have finally picked right today. Yes, but Monty being, I think, the only one to pick Robert Easter on the planet. Shout out to you. Good jab there from Easter. Good right hand there from Easter to the body. And just to piggyback off of Bomani and just picking Easter, if you were to pick Easter, you would have to believe that Kevin Cunningham would be crucial to creating this game plan which we're seeing right now. And that was a big if, in my opinion. Because we thought that would happen with Broner, and it didn't really happen with Broner, in my opinion. Ooh, good 1-2 there from Mikey. Good left hook there from Easter, as Mikey is pressing Robert Easter against the ropes right now. This is not where Robert Easter needs to fight. He needs distance. He needs to be in the center of the ring, circling, having tons of room to move. Daniel Simpson saying Garcia going to get him late. I'm just going to say this. Daniel Simpson has been saying that for several big fights, a la Takam Chisora today. When Takam won literally every round and was giving Chisora a beating of a lifetime, and then Chisora knocked him out, Daniel Simpson called that round 2. So Daniel Simpson may be Mystic Dan today. Mystic Danny. Good uppercut there by Robert Easter. Good left hooks there. Double it up. Went to the body and the head with it. Mikey trying to be a little more aggressive in this round with some explosiveness. Some swarming combinations. But Easter's done a good job of evading shots, countering it, negating it. Easter's putting on a great performance right here. I don't think this is a fight that a lot of people expected. Good right hand, left hook there from Robert Easter. Not Robert Easter, from Mikey Garcia. Again, Robert Easter getting stuck along the ropes. That's where he's getting hit right now. Better round here from Mikey, but about 30 seconds left in it. I probably will give it to Robert Easter still, though it is closer. It is. Though Mikey, good one. Oh, 1-2 by Mikey, followed up with the left hook. Drops Robert Easter. Wow. Robert Easter gets knocked down. Daniel Simpson saying Mystic Danny. Yeah, man, you called it. Shit. Easter's back up. 8 seconds left. Mikey going in for the kill. Robert Easter's hurt really bad, in my opinion, right now. Wow. Wow. Fight is completely changed. Whoa. If you're Easter, you're thinking, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. It's okay, Easter. You got to recollect. Get your head about you. Because that was a brutal knockdown. They're showing the replay right now. 1, 2. 1 missed. 2 landed. Clean on the chin. Easter's hurt. And then Mikey follows up with a left hook. Drops Easter on his ass. Wow. Whew. Again, Easter getting caught up along the ropes a little bit too much. Not really having the perfect guard to block these shots. That right hand is really what hurt him, and the left hand, I think, just sort of put him down. Because that right hand was on the money, on the chin. Perfect right straight. Whew. Wow. Golden79 saying thumbs up for Matt. Yeah, do that. Thumbs. Oh. Sorry. I stopped the air horns for you. I'm sorry. Round 4 starting, ladies and gentlemen. Hit that like button. Share the show. Subscribe. Patreon.com/MixedCombat Radio. Robert Easter coming out the 1-2, but a little bit slower, not being as much of the aggressor. This could be a fight changing event right there, ladies and gentlemen, where I think Mike Garcia might just take over. Good left hand, right straight to the body there from Robert Easter. Mikey a little more pep in the step. Easter popping out 3 jabs in a row, trying to sort of reestablish distance. But Mikey pressing him up against the rope again. Easter tying him up, pushing him back to the center. Easter may have to make this an ugly fight in order to win it, or at least in order to sort of get the pace and the tone of the fight back on his side. Because I think Mikey has a beat on him right now. I really do. Mikey seems very focused. He seems lasered in. I think he's trying to time Easter off of that jab and land that right hand. Landed a good right hook there, right there. Between the guard of Robert Easter. Easter getting caught with a 1-2-3 right there. About a minute and 30 seconds left in the fourth round. Someone in the chat saying who got knocked down. Robert Easter got knocked down in the third round. Changed the tone of the entire fight. Easter still looks like he's not, I'm not going to say not fully there, but he's blinking a lot. Like he looks like he's trying to get his wits about him still. One to the body there from Easter. Got caught with the jab though. Left hook partially blocked by Mikey Garcia. Easter landing a good jab to the body. Easter doing a good job of not letting Mikey swarm him. Not letting Mikey sort of dictate the pace in this round. Also doing a good job of not allowing himself to get backed up against the ropes as much. Good work there from Robert Easter. Landing a jab, right hand on the body, left hook up top. Mikey, though, has been able to time him a few times here in this round. Robert Easter going up against the ropes. I don't know if he was hurt by that left hook from Mikey. Ooh, right hook to the body there from Mikey Garcia. Right hook down low. Robert Easter against the ropes. Getting caught with shots. Easter does not like this this power, I think, from Mikey. Bomani saying, I'm stuck in my car listening. LOL. This is how Joe Louis fights for broadcasting. Yeah, throwback. Throwback, guys. There we go. Throwback. Round 4 over. Close round, though, I would say, because I don't think Mikey was as consistent in the round with his output. And I think Robbie Easter landed some good combination, was consistent with the jab. Though I will give that round slightly to Mikey. Though, to be fair, it is very hard to commentate and score a round at the same time. It is. It's just fundamentally different. If you gave that round to Robert Easter, I do not blame you. But Mikey was just landing better shots to the body, in my opinion. I think those counted more than the jabs from Robert Easter. Though it is tough. BB the King saying who won that round. Again, it was a close round. I give it to Mikey slightly. Christopher agreeing with me that Mikey won that round. Showing Adrian Broner, Javante Davis in the crowd. I think they boo Broner, and Broner's flipped off the camera and said, F you. Awesome. Shout out to Broner. Cam man. Fifth round has started. 2 minutes and 40 seconds in the round. You want to sync up. Good 1-2 there from Robert Easter. Mikey, though, not really pressing it like I thought he would after that knockdown. Especially how he did in that final 10 seconds of the round. After the knockdown, you think that he would follow it up with more aggression because it's seeming to work. Robert Easter definitely cannot take that really aggressive volume output, a la Denis Shafikov, a la other fighters he's struggled with. Mikey, being reserved, is allowing Robert Easter to keep the jab out, make it more of a boxing affair, and in effect, potentially win rounds. Like I can see a judge winning that round for Robert Easter in the last round. And right now, he's being competitive, landing good jabs. Both guys trading left hooks. Both guys in the center of the ring. Robert Easter, I think, definitely got the cobwebs out of him fully now. Good right hand there from Mikey Garcia. I think Mikey, if he's able to start throwing in 2s and 3s a little bit more than 1s, because he really is throwing in 1s, he's throwing in maybe a jab, maybe a left hook, maybe a check hook, you know, like he's not really throwing in combination as much as I want him to, while Robert Easter's at least throwing in 2s and 3s consistently. David saying, what happened with the Luis Ortiz fight? Luis Ortiz got a second round KO win. Ooh, good left hook there from Mikey. Both guys landing good shots in the center of the ring. It's a good scrap for those that are not potentially watching and just listening to me. It's a good, entertaining scrap. And definitely would say go watch it. Ooh, good uppercut there from Mikey. This is good boxing. I mean, Robert Easter's really showing that he, I think, has the boxing skill to contend at this level. In my opinion. He may lose this fight, but he definitely is competitive in this in ways I think the hardcore Mikey fans were not expecting. Just the fact that he's able to actually use his jab effectively and consistently is something that I think a lot of people weren't expecting. But Mikey is just a guy that can kind of walk through that jab right now. Mikey's power, not Mikey, I should say, Robert Easter's power, which has historically been there, even though he's had a run of decisions as of late. You know, he's fought, good competition. He came up as a power puncher, knocking out people. He really hasn't demonstrated that power against Mikey yet. 5th round, closing out. Both guys landing good shots. I think Robert Easter won that round, in my opinion. I think he outworked Mikey Garcia, and Mikey Garcia didn't have the moments he had in the previous round, a la having Easter against the ropes, unloading combinations of the body. Didn't really have that in this round. It was more Easter controlling the boxing game, keeping more of a jabbing affair, which he is right now excelling at, I would say. Let me know who you guys think won that round. Plastic God, I don't know if he's talking about the last round. This round saying Mikey got the cleaner work. Yeah, I mean, I guess. Christopher saying pretty even round 5. Agree with that. Maybe Easter there. Probably in agreement. 6th round about to start. Mikey, again, not really press on the gas like I would like him to. Because I think if he does press on the gas, if he is that aggressive, come forward guy, which I think is in him, he's shown that. He has shown glimpses of that. I think he could take Robert Easter out of here. I don't think Robert Easter will react well to that sort of pressure from Mikey Garcia and that power from Mikey. While now they're just being highly competitive in this boxing affair that's really, tit for tit. And I think he needs to sort of switch that up. Elkin saying and Maidana's brother. I did not watch that fight. I'll be honest. Duke saying swing round 5 could go either way. Seems like a lot of people are in agreement with that. Johnny saying, man, what's up, Johnny? How you doing? Oh, right hand there from Robert Easter. Just grazed over the top of Mikey's head. Good jab there to the body. Both guys trading jabs. Mikey trying to line up that left hook again, though. You can tell. That is one of his better shots, is that left hook. And it's usually a finisher after a initial deadly shot. A la Tishanin. He did that a few times with Orlando Salido, About a minute and a half left in the 6th round. Easter, I think, doing a good job of getting back into it. Making it, again, more of a boxing affair. Ooh, good left hand there from Mikey. Whenever this fight is in the center of the ring and they're boxing, Easter is genuinely in control and landing more shots. Whenever Mikey is being the aggressor, pressing him, being in his face, Robert Easter is not able to really negate Mikey and gets hit with a few shots, to say the least. I think Robert Easter either needs to start maybe throwing with more conviction on these right hands, maybe start throwing in 3s and 4s, because I think he needs to really establish some authority here, because otherwise Mikey, I think, is going to come back into it as well once he realizes that this boxing game is not what it's working for him. It's not. Good right hand to the body there from Mikey. This is a similar fight to me as like a Gary Russell Jr. and a Jojo Diaz. Where Mikey and Jojo, obviously, the heavier hitters, but they're not throwing enough to potentially win these rounds. While Easter and Gary Russell are throwing good combinations, throwing the jab heavily and keeping it boxing fair and winning on points. Good combinations here from Mikey, pressing Robert Easter against the ropes. Again, where Robert Easter cannot contend. Easter getting caught with a huge right hand, but Mikey letting off. Weird. Allowing Robert Easter to come back into the center. Mikey basically going to the opposite post. I don't believe he was caught with anything either. The round's over. That was weird. This round was weird too. This is another really close round. These rounds have been close. This may be a very contentious decision a la any Robert Easter Jr. fight. BB the King asking who would you say is winning? It's close. It's one that I'm not officially scoring. I probably have to rewatch and actually score it. But that was another close round. I might give that one to Easter, but that flurry from Mike at the end, was it enough? Was it clean enough? I don't know. Christopher saying better shots by Mikey this round. In my opinion, he has the 6. You potentially could be right. But again, I think Easter was doing a lot of consistent work in that round. And these past few rounds, he's been doing that too. Ever since that knockdown, Mikey has really stepped off the gas pedal, which makes zero sense to me. Who would have thought that Easter seems to have an actual game plan while Mikey does not? The 7th round has started, 2 minutes and 40 seconds to go in the round. Easter laying some good combinations here to start off the round. Being the aggressor, taking the center of the ring, landing good jabs to the body. I'm not going to say Mikey is looking a little bit tired, but he looks almost frustrated. Like he looks upset. Maybe, I don't know. He doesn't look like he's completely comfortable in there right now. Walking around the outside a lot. Eating jabs right now from Robert Easter. Very reminiscent of the first round, I would say, which was a clear, dominant round for Robert Easter so far. A minute down in the round. Good left hook there from Robert Easter. Again, keeping the jab out like a fucking lance. Mixing up to the body and the head. Quite well, as I would say. You know, working that jab to the body a lot more than he has in his previous fights, for sure. Johnny saying he looked out of shape, to be honest. Yeah, but Mikey's always sort of looked like that guy. You know what I mean? Like, Mikey's never been a guy that's had a 6-pack and shit, in my opinion. Maybe at 126, but that's, again, that's 9 pounds below this. But Monty saying who would be comfortable fighting a 6-foot, 135-pounder. Great point. Great point. Good left hook there from Mikey, but he's been eating shots this whole round. About a minute left in the round. Clear Robert Easter round unless Mikey... Oh, good right hand there from Mikey. Can it change the round? No, it looks like Easter's good. 40 seconds left to go. A few more jabs there from Easter. Again, when Easter's allowed to be in the center of the ring and control the pace. Oh, good uppercut there from Robert Easter. That was a stylish lead uppercut there as he darted in. Landed flush on Mikey. Wow. BB the King saying, Matt, would you say the winner beats Loma? No, but it's a close fight. Oh, 1-2 there from Mikey lands. Easter's shrugging it off. I definitely think the winner of this fight, or both these guys, give Loma a tough fight. Like, you put basically Mikey, Loma, Robert Easter, and Linares, and maybe like a Ray Beltran, and you put them in a round robin. It's all fun fights. Ray Beltran's the worst of them, obviously, but those are all fun fights that we can get behind that are competitive, action-packed boxing matches. So, would I say they beat Loma? No, that's too hard. That's way too soon to say. I would say. That's something you have to do a little more film study on and actually dissect the style matchups. And plus, this Robert Easter that actually has a game plan and jab, maybe it's different. Are we talking about Mikey Garcia that looks a little bit out of shape, that doesn't really have a game plan? Or are we talking about the Mikey Garcia that destroyed fucking Dejan Zlaticanin? Are we talking about that Mikey Garcia? Those are just questions I think we have to sort of like ask ourselves. Round 8 has started, ladies and gentlemen. 2 minutes and 50 seconds in the round. 1-2 there from Easter. Again, these last few rounds have been phenomenal from Easter, in my opinion. Brought it back to a boxing affair. His pace, his tone. Made it about the jab battle. Has kept Mikey on the outside. Good jab to the body. I think one thing that could be a factor that I really haven't stated as much as to the reason as why Robbie Easter's doing very well right now is because the body work. Robbie Easter's thrown a lot of body shots throughout this fight. Even though Mikey has probably thrown better ones, Robbie Easter's thrown exponentially more. And that all adds up, in my opinion. And I think that's why you see Mikey a little bit slower right now. Good jabs there from Mikey. But again, Robbie Easter being lazy with the real estate of the fight. Whenever he gets lazy about this, he starts getting hit with shots. He's dancing around the outside, putting his back up against the ropes. This is not where Robbie Easter needs to be. You can't get out of these positions as easily. And he sort of just gave up that battle of allowing Mikey just to push him against the ropes. Mikey didn't work for that. He allowed it to happen. Good jab there from Easter. Mikey not really capitalizing on this positioning as he should, though. He has Easter against the ropes. Start throwing shots. Whoa, Steve Ard gave Garcia that last round? Oh, my God. What are you doing? Wow. Come on, Steve Farhood. What are you saying? Good job there from Mikey. But again, Robbie Easter is along the ropes, literally along the ropes, walking around. Mikey just threw a three-piece right there. His first combination with Robert against the ropes. And Robert's been along the ropes for the past 2 minutes, I would say. And that was the first combination we've seen from Mikey with Robert Easter against the ropes. I don't understand that. Again, that's why I get shades of a Jojo Diaz Gary Russell fight. Where if you just thought, Jojo, just start throwing shots. And you can completely change this fight, and it's not happening. Good combinations there from Mikey. Robert Easter maybe taking the round off. 10 seconds to go. Neither guy really being that dominant or that forceful in this round, I would say. Maybe a Mikey Garcia round. Because, again, even though he wasn't throwing basically any combinations at Robert Easter wasn't throwing anything at all while he was walking along the ropes. BB the King saying, what does Steve Farhood have? I forget what the actual full scorecard was. Next time it's up, I'll say it. Who do you give that round to? Christopher saying Mikey won round 8. Yeah, I agree with that. Easter didn't do anything. If Easter was throwing a lot of volume on his back foot like where he was in that round, maybe. Because Mikey wasn't throwing anything. But even then, like I said, Robbie Easter wasn't throwing basically a jab on the back foot. Neither guy was throwing. So you have to sort of give it just to the forward aggression and ring control of Mikey. There wasn't any real offense to score there. Christopher Frank saying, I've got it 5-3, Mikey plus the knockdown. I can potentially see that. I can see a 4-4 too. I could. Round 9 has started, ladies and gentlemen. Mikey coming out really aggressive. I like that. Good combination of the body. Threw a 4-piece right there. Right hand landed up top. Robbie Easter tying up, pushing him back. This is what Mikey needs to do. Mikey taking the center of the ring. Robert giving up all that real estate. Ooh, good left hook there from Mikey. Good uppercut. I don't know what's happened to Easter. Maybe his cardio just dropped. Maybe he can't keep that pace because he's not throwing that jab out really at all. He's allowing himself to get just pushed back to the ropes. His really only defensive measure right now is to clinch. I don't know what's happening. It's odd. Ooh, good left hook there from Robert Easter. But it's weird. Robert Easter is not throwing with the jab. He's almost like Lamont Peterson shelling up, walking up, and trying to throw hooks with Mike Garcia, which makes zero sense to me. I don't understand what the thought process is there for Robert Easter. Again, maybe it's a cardio issue. Good combinations there from Easter on the inside. Ooh, good combination there from Easter on the inside. Right hand from Easter. Both guys throwing hard leather on the inside. Damn. Mikey struggling a little bit there. Ooh, 1-2 there from Mikey lands. Hard right hook. Another one from Mikey. Another one from Mikey. Mikey's nose is bleeding. Left hook there from Mikey to the body. Right hook to the body from Mikey. Both guys in the center of the ring, in the phone booth, exchanging hard shots. Good combination to the body from Mikey. This is the round that Mikey needed. This is bringing it all back to his pace, his tone. Oh, 1-2 down the pipe. Seems to have staggered Robert Easter a bit. Robert Easter's mouth is wide open. Robert Easter trying to throw back with some offense. Mikey slipping it, evading it. I think trying to set up a counter. Johnny saying this round 9 is flame. And not even the flame emoji. I like that, Johnny. 10 seconds left in the round. Good left hook. Down low. Good combination from Mikey. God. When Mikey starts throwing hooks and combinations on the inside, he can really mix up well. Lands a beautiful double left hook up top. Another right hand to finish the round. Beautiful performance there in that round from Mike Garcia. And even Robert Easter. He just could not win that battle, that firefight. He started losing at the end and started just shelling up. But that was a great round 9 right there. There's been some great rounds so far today. And Johnny's saying, bro, stay in the pocket way too long. He should have got back to the jab. I don't think he potentially can. To do that game plan takes a lot of cardio. Because you're mentally have to be dialed in a certain focus level that's exhausting, let alone the actual output you have to do. When you're doing just that, what he did right there in the phone booth and fighting, that's all muscle memory. That's all instinct. That you're not using your brain as much. You're not using that mental exhaustion is not affecting you as much. When you're sticking to a game plan, you have that factor. And I think Robert Easter, in that sense, is tired to keep up that game plan. It is tiring to keep up that game plan. It's much easier to stay in the pocket and just trade shots. You will lose it if you're Robert Easter potentially in this matchup, but it is easier for your overall cardio levels, I would say. Marquise making a insane point, saying to me, Mikey's the best Mexican fighter. I hope you're saying right now and not all time, because that will be crazy. But digressing, round 10 has started. 2 minutes and 30 seconds left in the round. Easter trying to pump out that jab a little bit more than he has in the past couple rounds. Yeah, that last round went to Mikey, obviously. I maybe didn't state that, but that was an obvious Mikey round. He won that firefight. Now, will Mikey actually stay on the gas pedal and try to get Robert Easter out of here? God knows. Good jab there from Mikey. Easter again, giving up all the real estate in the world. Oh, 1-2 from Mikey lands. Easter ties him up. Damn. Hard combination there. Easter with his back up against the ropes. Nowhere really to go to evade. Mikey's going to catch him eventually, I think. Land some good shots to the body from Mikey Garcia. Robert Easter giving up on the jab completely. Ooh. Left hook, right hook to the body, followed up with the left hook up top by Mikey Garcia. Lands flush all 3 shots. Easter looks tired, mouth open. These shots seem to be hurting him. But my saying those are facts, Matt, with the exclamation point. Yeah. Those are facts, Matt. Jabbing all night is tiresome. Fuck yeah, it is, man. Ooh, left hook, right hand by Mikey. Left hook from Mikey. Right hand from Mikey. God. Easter against the ropes, eating shots. Ooh, this is getting kind of, I'm not going to say ugly, because that's the wrong word, but you know what I mean? Like, it's getting, like, it makes me hurt seeing Robert Easter eat these shots. These are hard shots he's eating right now. One thing we can credit Robert Easter is having a tough fucking chin. Mikey landing left hook, right hook up top. God. Snapping Robert Easter's head back. About 10 seconds left in the round. Easter trying to pump out some jabs, but it's a little bit too late, in my opinion. I think, 1-2 there from Mikey. Another right hand from Mikey. God damn. Whoa. That is just painful. Painful punishment right there. Marcus saying, put him in a body bag, Johnny. Yeah, if you're the corner of Robert Easter, you must be wincing with all these shots. And the sad part is that he has the game plan. He did. I think he just didn't have the cardio to match it. And you know what? To be honest, that's partially due to his weight cut. I know that's probably too soon in there in the middle of the fight. We shouldn't be talking about that right now, but it should be mentioned. The way he looked at his weigh-ins, how much weight he does cut, how tall he is, how big he is for the division. There's a reason his cardio can't keep up for 12 rounds at that pace. It's because of the weight cut. Come on. If he went up to 140, I think he'd be much healthier. His cardio would be much better. And I think his power can translate well. And plus his boxing skill would translate. He has the size for it. I think this should be his last division at 135, in my opinion. Especially with the way he looked at the weigh-ins. In conjunction with his obvious cardio issues, I would say. And keeping up that pace he had. And he set in the first round. Yo, Marquise, don't saying Easter had too many gravity bong hits during training as long as they're shot. First off, do not hate on gravity bongs. I don't know what you're saying. They are glorious, but digressing. 11th round has started. 2 minutes and 20 seconds in the round. Steve Farhart has it 97-92 for Garcia. Garcia will probably win this. I mean, I feel like that's obvious. Easter trying to be a little more light of foot right now, pumping the jab out, but he's not really pumping the jab out the same like he did. He doesn't have the force or the speed. He's kind of just placing it out there. He's kind of just putting it out there as a rangefinder, as sort of as like a stiff arm, I would say. And he should be really worried about that right hand coming over it. Because if you're Mikey, it's there. Why are you not throwing that right hand over that jab? It just, every time you see Robert Easter, just put that hand out there as a stiff arm. And he just lazily puts it out there. Right hand over the top. Right hand over the top. Right hand over the top. It should happen every time if you're Mikey Garcia. It's there. Golden saying gravity bong hits are no joke. That's right. That's right. Especially like the big fucking water drum shits. That's how you really do it. But digressing. A Giant saying Easter getting worked. He is. But I'm saying how you scored it so far, Matt. I haven't been scoring it round for round. I'll be honest, I don't have a paper here. I'll do that in the replay. But I think Mikey's winning this fight. Easter's won, I would say, a significant grip of rounds, but not enough to win it, in my opinion. Plus the knockdown. It's a tall order for him. I feel like I called it rather right in terms of this matchup. I felt like Easter's going to give a better account of himself than a lot of people were saying, which he did. But Mikey is just the better overall fundamental boxer. And at this level, that makes a drastic difference in what you are allowed to do, what you can do in there. Oh, God. Easter taking some brutal shots right there. Lands a good right hand, though. About 20 seconds left in the round. I would say another easy round here for Mikey. Landing just more shots, better shots. Easter just, I think, fell apart there in terms of cardio, in terms of output. Wasn't able to keep that jab out there. I think it comes down to that simple point that he gave, not that he gave up on the jab, but he couldn't keep up the jab. And when he was able to keep up the jab, was able to be on the inside, I shouldn't say the inside. I should say the middle of the ring, he was able to win. Johnny's saying, Issa don't have enough power. Yeah, but we've known that. Like, we know that Issa doesn't have one-punch knockout power at this level. Look at his last run. Like, that's not surprising. I think his cardio failing him is the surprising part. I really do. I think that's probably going to be something that's not talked about enough. But his cardio failing him is something that's indicative of where he's at in terms of weight cutting, in my opinion. And everyone in the chat saying Mikey loses to Spence. Yeah, except for Grease Monkey, which is just an awful name, I feel like. Saying Mikey will sleep Spence. No, he won't. No, he won't. Spence, in my opinion, finishes Mikey within 10. Easily. Everything Mikey does, Spence does better, faster, stronger, and with more power. Everything. You cannot name one thing that Mikey does better than Earl Spence. And plus, Spence is a southpaw. Let's be honest. Round 12 has started. Final round, ladies and gentlemen. It has started. It did start. It's 2 minutes and 20 seconds. Oh, another good 1-2 there from Mikey. Not much to report on. I feel like every round of the past, 4 or 5, has been all the same. Easter with his back up against the ropes, getting caught with combinations from Mikey. Occasionally landing some good shots and landing a good combination here and there, but Mikey just putting in the better work throughout these rounds, putting in the more efficient, more powerful work. I think Mikey is far and away just taking this fight into his pocket and slightly dominating it in the second half of the fight. Christopher saying this still isn't Mike at his best, but yeah, Spence would be an overwhelming favorite. Yeah. You can say Mikey on the best day of his entire life will always lose to Spence, in my opinion. 1-2 there from Mikey Garcia. Land clean on Robert Easter. Good left hook there from Robert Easter. 1-2 there from Mikey. About a minute left in the round and in the fight. Good jab there from Mikey. Will Robert Easter try to go for broke here? I don't know. Mikey should feel comfortable with the decision. Oh, God. Brutal combinations there from Mikey. About 40 seconds left in the round, in the fight. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, share the show. We are here every day of the week, practically tomorrow, our Patreon-only podcast, Championship Round, and obviously Monday through Friday, live on YouTube for free, and obviously on podcast form on Spotify, iTunes, iHeartRadio, and more at 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern, 10 p.m. in the UK for all combat sports news, topics, and live fight chat breakdowns. Good combinations here from Mike Garcia. Fight's about 5 seconds away from being over. Easter not really have the gas tank to go for broke, in my opinion. And Mikey putting up a great performance. I think, adapting pretty well to what game plan Easter was bringing, and also outlasting and outpowering Robert Easter Jr., who's a bigger, taller, lightweight. Salute to him. Great fight. Obviously, in the day we had of, fight of the year contenders back-to-back in the UK, the UFC pulling off some really good fights as well, some good finishes. This is going to be hard to, not necessarily compete with, but this is going to be hard to compete with those fights and what's happened already tonight. But this is a great fight, in my opinion. This was a good scrap. Again, if you are out there like Bomani, who wasn't able to see it, or Mitty, who I know is out of the country and on vacation and he can't see it, definitely find a way to watch this on YouTube afterwards when somebody reposts it, etc. It's definitely going to be there. And we're just going to wait here until the scorecards are read, and we're going to head out of here. Let me know who you think won the fight, and what you want the winner to do. Do we want Mikey to fight Lomachenko? Do we want him to go up and fight Spence? Do we want him to go up and fight at 140 against a Jose Ramirez or a Maurice Hooker? Well, what do you want, ladies and gentlemen? And also, with Robert Easter, who I think will probably lose this fight. Let's be honest. What's next for him? Should he move up to 140? Should he stay at 135? What is next for Bunny? Because I think he definitely showed that he is at least an elite competitor. He may not be Mike Garcia good, but Mike Garcia is at worst a top 15, top 20 fighter in the world. It's hard to compete with that. Especially when you have some flaws that you really only shored up in one training camp. This was only one camp with Kevin Cunningham, which obviously made a drastic change for the positive in a short amount of time, but wait till a couple training camps are on his belt at this camp with Kevin Cunningham. That'll be interesting to see. Man, the trolls in the chat are hilarious today. Everyone basically saying that Mikey won this. Yeah, I really don't see how you give this one to Rob Easter.
After 12 rounds of action, the judges are in agreement, and we have a unanimous decision. Here are the score totals. Hernandez Sr. scores the bout 116 to 111. Larry Hazard Jr. sees it at 117 to 110. And Steve Weisfeld scores about 118 to 109. All three in favor of the winner by unanimous decision. He is now the undefeated and the unified WBC and IBF lightweight champion of the world, Mikey.
Well, that is it, ladies and gentlemen. That's been your live fight chat and immediate reaction. Mike Garcia winning by unanimous decision and a clear-cut decision, in my opinion. Show that he is just a level above Rob Easter, but Rob Easter showing that he is, in my opinion, a world-class elite competitor still at this level. Cannot wait to see what's next with both men. Can't wait to see what Mikey says in the post-fight interview, but we are heading out of here. Hope you enjoyed the show. Hit the like button, subscribe, share it, and obviously join up to patreon.com/Mixed Combat Radio. Peace.